So good morning everybody. Our team, Gautam Kundu from MIT Manipal and myself, Samant Tamkeen from Chandigarh University have been working on this project Akash Bazaar. I'd first like to thank Professor D.B. Phatak to give us such a wonderful opportunity to work on this project. Akash Bazaar is an app store for downloading applications developed for Akash tablet. Next slide. So here is the roadmap, what we are going to cover for in the presentation. What is Akash Bazaar, the concept of it, and the development, the process, how it works, and our experience, what we learned from here. So first we'll see why we needed our own app hosting site. We have Google Play, F-Droid, Aptoid, many of those application hosting sites for Android itself. So why we needed this? Akash Labs has been developing many applications which encompass the education system, right from schools to colleges and from vocational to professional courses. So this project quite successful, and there are many contributors from across the country contributing. So this leads to an enormous number of applications being developed. Many of them are Android based. So we needed a store to host all these apps so that all the users could access it, download it. But then again the question is, why not we are using Google Play or any other app store? So the reason is that we had our own specific requirements. As I already said, that the applications developed were basically educational in nature, but the app hosting sites, they have applications of all sorts. And the second thing, that we had our own specific need to set up a hierarchical server. This is because Akash tablet has to be distributed to 250 colleges throughout the country, and each of these colleges are intended to have their own local server and backed by a main server here at IIT. This would decrease the load on overall traffic on the server. So here is what Akash Bazaar is. It is an official Akash application repository, and a user can access it and download applications from here free of cost. The applications here are binaries. They are developed by developers all across the nation, and the applications are basically targeted for the Akash tablets that are to be distributed to the students throughout the country. But they can be downloaded, installed, and used on any device running on Android platform. So here is the basic difference between the Akash Bazaar and the other app hosting sites. So here is the difference between Akash Bazaar and other app stores available. So Akash supports multiple repository lookup system. A user can manually add as many repositories as he wants, and they will all be assigned priority, and the download will be as per the priority assigned. So here is a local main server hierarchy. Local servers will be set up in the colleges, and the main server will be at IIT, which will back the local servers. And uploading APK right from the application itself, it is one of the unique features that it has. And the views, all the details are cached, and they can be viewed offline. And there is no need to sign in to install apps, but while uploading, we have to sign in. So here is the development process. The Akash Bazaar is basically was based on F-Droid. Why we choose F-Droid was because the client-server architecture that we needed was F-Droid had that client-server which best suited us. So here is the client. The client is basically an Android application, and it can be installed right away from the main IIT Bombay server. It is currently hosted on the server. And as soon as the application starts, the local server is connected. If there is any problem connecting to the local server, the application will ask for the user to connect to the main server, and if the user responds, it will connect to the main server and populate the list of all the applications available from there. The user can also manually add also other repositories also. And these app details that are downloaded are cached to view offline. But the user needs to be online or connected to the local server to install the server. He can only view the details. So a single click of the button installs the app right away, and there is a list of installed apps, separate list of them, and those installed apps that have upgrades are listed in yet another list. One of the unique feature it has is the user can also downgrade to the previous versions of the apps that are currently installed. And there is an option to upload apps directly from this. So here are some of the features. Here is how, here are the screenshots that show how to add new repositories, and here is a pop-up that shows if there is any local server connection, then it asks the user to connect to the main repository, which is at IIT Bombay. Here, next slide. So here is how the list populates. There is a available, installed, and updates tab right up, and there are categories. The user can browse through these categories, and the lists are populated on the left side. And this is how the detail is showed in the details. Okay, next slide. So here we have an option for uploading APK. When we click on the main menu, there is an option for upload an APK. On clicking it, here the web view opens up, asking for the details and the credentials, and user can browse and submit from his device. Next. Okay, the main server is set up at IIT Bombay. The local server is to be set up in all the colleges and universities throughout the countries, and there is a hierarchy where application is downloaded from the local server first, and if it is not able to connect to the local server, then the main server is contacted. So app uploading interface is hosted on the main server. That is, if a user has to upload an app, the app will be uploaded on the main server. It will first be reviewed, and it will automatically be synchronized into the repository. So automatic syncing is available where the main server is synced to all the local servers once in a day, that is after every 24 hours. Here is how the server was set up. The F-Droid, they have actually provided a good system to set up the server. There were quite good commands and there were server tools, but the server has to be configured, and the server will again be set up at all the local colleges. Then there is a cron job running at the background. There was a shell scripting which actually syncs the uploaded APKs into the repository of the main server, from where they are reflected to all the local servers. And here is the uploading interface that is also hosted in the main server, so that all the uploaded APKs go to the main server from where they are synced. So this was it. Akash Bazaar, actually it has a local and main server hierarchy, and the application downloads from the local server and then from the main server, and also the uploading and the caching part of it. So here are the problems we faced. First of all, the F-Droid client, there was no documentation at all for that client. So we had great difficulty understanding the Java codes because they were also unorganized. There were a lot of bugs in the previous version. The icons would not show properly, the details, they were also not there, and the user interface was quite dull. We had to work a lot on them. And what the other problem was, we had to develop the client application so that any user who is new to it could use it. So we had to look it from their point of view. So it was a challenge, and we rigorously tested the application. We had to implement a lot of trials and errors, and of course the Akash team, they were very supportive. They supported us, and our mentors Shrikant sir and Sachin sir, they also supported us and helped us a lot. We had to be patient, and finally whatever problems we had, we'll also always Google it. So here is it. We learned quite a lot about the open source tech tools and technologies. And next. And here basically what we take back from here is the qualities, the work culture and the work ethics at IIT. And also we developed a good coding practice. We were introduced to the version control, Git and GitHub. It was quite useful. And the open source tools, we learned a lot about them. We learned how important documentation is for any project, especially because we did not have any documentation for the F-Droid client. So we had to struggle quite a lot with it, again debugging and testing. And finally, the Akash Bazaar is currently hosted on the IITB server, and apps can be downloaded from there. And the client is much more simplified. It has been all renovated. F-Droid was not at all very suitable. So it has been innovated and much simplified, and it is accessible and more simpler. That is it. Thank you. And also we have a demo to show. So here is our app. This is the list, the available apps here. On the left side, we have all the categories, and the list is populated on the right side. Then when we click on the install buttons, it shows all the apps that are currently installed on this device. The updates, currently there are no updates available, so it is unpopulated, but for all the installed devices that has updates, the updates will be available there. So there is an option to update repo, and here is the manage repo option. In this option, here a user can manually set these and select these and browse through them. And by default, it is set to the Local Bazaar app repo, which will be the site for the Local Bazaar. Currently, it is a dummy site, so to pop up that message to connect to the IITB. If we update repo, it tries to connect to the local server. It cannot connect, so this is an error message. And if we press OK, it will connect to the main server and populate the list from there. Here it checked the compatibility and populated the list. And we click on the Akash Bazaar. Here are the screenshots, and all this thing is cached now. So if I open this Akash Bazaar again, it will not fetch the server. It will right away show it from the cached view. And then here is an upload APK interface. A user has to log in. I am currently logged in, so it didn't ask me to log in again. So we browse the package name, we enter it here, and we submit the app here like this.
One question, what happens if there are no local servers? Does it work?
Sir, it automatically connects to the main server then.
But
there is
can
a
be done.
hierarchy to be built that...
Everything can be done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The reason I am asking is so many tablets have been distributed
Right,
to places which have no open server, no local server. So it will work without a local server,
It
right?
will work without a local server.
What is the rollout plan?
Sir, actually, it is intended to set up a local server, and
No, that's why I asked. It can be rolled out without a local server.
it can be, of
That
course.
was my first question.
Right, sir.
Okay. Now what is the rollout plan?
Sir,
No, I will tell you the reason. Okay. Lot of these apps are being loaded before delivering Akash. Okay. Once I have Akash Bazaar, okay, the logistic function becomes extremely simple. I don't have to load any damn thing. Okay. So it's extremely urgent and cost effective. Okay, for save a lot of work, it will roll fast.
It's beyond them. It's beyond their rank. So this is something that we have been working for quite some time. Actually, this was the original idea came from Srikant Patnaik and Sachin. Are they here? Sachin is here. The F-Droid was something that we experimented with locally. Frankly speaking, F-Droid is not actually a bazaar. F-Droid is an underlying piece of software which permits you to maintain versions and other things. And the reasons why we needed this was already known. Unknown to them and unknown to this team, there have been some other projects, MTech projects, which have successfully developed a synchronization mechanism which will automatically synchronize contents between one main server, let's say at IIT Bombay, and n number of local servers, actually directly going even up to the Akash tablets if possible. We use the open source utility rsync, and there are a lot of developments have been done. It's not in perfection, but the idea is that we would have a server in IIT Bombay, and we would have an individual local server in each of the colleges which are partnering with IIT Bombay in this effort. There are about 312 colleges so far. But there are 5,000 engineering colleges in the country, and tomorrow these tablets will go even to high school children and junior college children. So there has to be a mechanism for them to automatically load these apps. And that's the reason why Professor Aute was asking this question, whether if there is no local server, whether it will work or not. The implementation actually works. So have you tested it like that, by creating a hierarchy and local server,
yes,
and it works properly?
It was fine.
You are comfortable? So when can we roll it out? Right from today? Right. Good. So you have the responsibility of rolling out right from today. The way to do it is to tell my team which handles remote centers to inform them about this. This is the first immediate practical utilization of the summer intense work. Thank you so much.